What's good, y'all? It's your boy Chinadu Amanu. I'm here with another episode of the Chin Chat, and in today's episode, I'm going to be breaking down the NBA draft, which took place a couple of days ago. I'm going to be going over the winners, the losers, and also a couple of thoughts that I had based on the draft. Let's get into the winners. The winners, you already have to say the New Orleans Pelicans won huge on draft night. Picking up a player like Zion, a once-in-a-generational talent, somebody that could change your franchise if the right pieces around him are picked up, which they did. They traded the number 4 pick, which they got from my Lakers, to get Jackson Hayes from Texas, and also later on in the draft they drafted a guard in Nickeil Alexander-Walker from Virginia Tech. So, like I said, with Zion, somebody that could change your team around if the right pieces are around him. I think they have solid pieces around him with Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart. So with a coach like Alvin Gentry, expect the New Orleans Pelicans to have a solid year next year. Another winner that I thought won big in the draft was the Atlanta Hawks. They traded up to get the number 4 pick, and with that pick, they were able to get DeAndre Hunter, who had a fantastic season for Virginia with a strong showing in the national championship game, scoring 27 points to help Virginia overtake Texas Tech to win the national championship. So you add a guy like that, and also Cam Reddish from Duke, who in my opinion was severely underrated. I think that Zion and RJ overshadowed Cam Reddish, and because of that, he wasn't able to find consistency throughout the season. He was up and down. Some games he didn't play, and there's a lot of questions surrounding him coming out of college. A lot of people thought he should have stayed another year, but he took that leap of faith and he entered into the draft, and the Atlanta Hawks picked him up. So I think that he's going to a good situation in Atlanta. Trae Young and John Collins, they were rookies last year who started coming into their own in the latter half of the season. And they also have a solid coach in Coach Drew. So I think that in an environment like that where there's not going to be that much pressure and he can gradually transition to the NBA, I think that Cam Reddish will fare well with the Atlanta Hawks. You add him and you add Hunter, and I think they're due for a solid season. A loser in the draft, though, that I thought was the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns, they had the number 6 pick, and instead of picking up a point guard who they desperately needed, they traded that pick for the number 11 pick and also Dario Saric. Granted, they ended up getting a point guard later in the draft and Ty Jerome from UVA, but at number 6, they had the chance to select Kobe White, a freshman from UNC who had a sensational season for UNC. He averaged just over 20 points per game, and he really kept UNC in a lot of games all throughout the season. So I really thought they should have drafted him. I thought he would have fared well with Devin Booker, but instead they traded that pick. So I thought that was a little questionable. And getting on to my other questions, I thought people put picks like Bol Bol and also Nasir Little, a lot of teams let them slip in the draft, with Bol Bol going in selected at number 44 by the Miami Heat, who ended up trading that pick to the Denver Nuggets. I personally thought that Bol Bol would be a top 10 to top 15 pick. Even after he got injured, I remember watching him during the 2K Classic game, and I was thinking to myself, like, wow, he's such a solid talent. Like, he's gonna be really good in the NBA. And he went down, and because of that, I still thought, like I said, I thought that he would be at least a top 15 pick. So for him to go all the way down to the 44th pick, I thought that was a little funny. But Denver, they got a solid player in Bol Bol, and also remember, they also have Michael Porter Jr. on the injured reserve. So now you have Bol Bol and Michael Porter Jr. coming off the bench for the Denver Nuggets. That's a scary sight. So definitely tune in to the Denver Nuggets. I think they're going to have a great year next year. They have a lot of pieces. They have 2 stars in Jamal Murray and Jokic. So look for them to do some big things this year. But now the draft is over, and free agency is about to start July 1st. And also Summer League, you can catch some of these rookies. Summer League starts July 5th. With Zion and RJ going head-to-head as one of the first games. So make sure you catch that. And also too, make sure you show the WNBA some love too. Their season has been underway. Their season started the end of May, so it's been going on for a while. And there's been some solid games. I've been tuning in on TV, and I definitely made it a point to go to a game this summer. So make sure you tune in, make sure you show them love and support. And to those who didn't get drafted, keep working, because you never know where the opportunity might present itself. And with your dreams, you gotta just keep going. You have to keep working at it each and every day, and one day you'll achieve your dreams. So, but to those who got drafted, congrats to you. Your dreams have become a reality now, so the work doesn't stop. Now it's time to continue to put in work. It's time to make your mark in the NBA. As always, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Chinedu Amanu, and you're watching the Chin Chat. Thank you.